see me here at the start of what is ostensibly spooky week, but I don't have quite enough just purely spooky demos for it to be the entire week. Though a lot of the rest of them do involve things that others might find a little horrifying. Working retail, braving the wilderness, interacting with people, stuff like that. For me, it's dealing with the horror that is my dreadfully overfull demo collection in my Steam library, and the only way to deal with it before I end up throwing in more demos is to take my week off and make it at least partly a series of demo streams to remember. Now, obviously, a terrible lot of the people who might be interested in this that actually know I exist are on different continents than I am, so I don't expect a whole lot of people watching or even much in the way of chat. I'm mostly just doing this for the VOD and to get the demo collection cleared. So we'll start with something I should have probably saved for actual Halloween, or even just before sundown. It's that kind of creepy. It's called Am I Nima? It's a choose-your-own-adventure psychological horror by Ho Games. Seems to play around with themes of identity, hence the name. Of course, these are the kinds of things that are for me the best kinds of creepy, particularly given that a few of my favorite Korean horror movies play around with those kinds of themes. The Ghost, A Tale of Two Sisters to a point, that kind of thing. And then, like, Perfect Blue, sort of, if we're going into the whole Japanese animation side of things, though that was originally a book. But enough about my taste in media, because I could talk about that all week, and I could just show you through demos. So, sitting comfortably? Great, then we'll begin. Now, what do we got? Let's crank the music a little bit, not too much. I'm listening to it through my headphones, and I'd like to actually be able to hear myself talk. Visuals. Full screen, resolution default, using text speed. Let's put it on medium. I read fast, but not everybody else does. And if this isn't voice acted, I may have to do that, but I'm sure you can change midway through the game. That's usually how options work. Okay, this is a visual. Let's make a start. Okay, trippy. Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. The perfect undulating prison for you to spend eternity. Okay! An irritating yet familiar voice scratches at your brain, and you find yourself violently awoken by a mysterious figure. It worked. You're breathing. Okay. The air is cold and stagnant. The walls that surround you provide the room with a distinct lack of natural light. You are underground. Dozens of boxes overflowing with trinkets bring a strange sense of comfort. That comfort dissipates as you realize you're tied to the chair you're sitting in. A bungee cord holds your head up. Okay. The stranger stands across the room, hesitating to approach. Expand. Stranger? Oh, nope. Wait, can we remove that? Oh. Okay, stranger. Collapse. I don't know what that's supposed to do, so... Nima, is that you? Who is Nima? Am I Nima? Just tell her what she wants to hear. Words in your brain can be combined to unlock new words. Mom. All words are stored in your library after they're unlocked. When you're done, words can be dragged from your brain down to your mouth to unlock new dialogue options. This is some interesting fucking mechanics. Mom, what's going on? Wait, yes, it's all coming back to you now. You are Nima Lee, and this is your mother, Annabelle Lee. Oh, for fuck's sake. Somebody's an Edgar Allan Poe fan! With this game, it probably doesn't surprise me very much. Mom breathes a sigh of relief and smiles. Oh, thank God, I thought I'd lost you. She excitedly steps forward, but stops herself just short of throwing her arms around you in an embrace. She pauses. Me. Lost me? Mom shudders. Let me bring you some food first. You must be starving. Mom exits the basement, excitedly clambering her way up the stairs. I hope she trips and cracks her skull. What? Me. Thanks, Mom. Okay. A sopping wet bowl of slop is gently presented to you. What the fuck is this? The odor, reminiscent of wet dog and dirty socks, is masked by overwhelming amounts of soy sauce. Okay, no, soy sauce does not make all things better. I know that is conventionally accepted wisdom in the absence of, like, salt, but still no. Your nose begins to shrivel like a worm left out in the sun. That's a simile! Mom unties your hands but leaves your waist and head fastened to the chair. With some effort, you can now eat your gruel. She places a small, dull spoon in your now free hand. I don't want to eat this! She's even uglier up close. Okay, the font is different. This indicates things. Okay, Nima, before you eat, we need to have a little talk. There was an accident. Your memories may have been affected, and I want to ensure you're okay before everything goes back to normal. You're going to be living and sleeping in the basement for now. Can you untie me? You're tied up for your own safety. If you fall unconscious, I don't want you to fall and hurt yourself. Well, that's bullshit. Just follow our rules and then we'll be free. Yeah, it's the we part I'm a little bit concerned with. You're not a prisoner. This is just a controlled environment for you to heal in, okay? Can one of the voices that's up in here call bullshit? Because I want to call bullshit. You look at the bowl of food and then back up at her. You try to nod, but your head just bounces in your binds. Alright, so starting tomorrow, I'm going to be bringing you items. I want you to think of how these items make you feel, if they bring back any memories. For now, let's start with something simple as an example. She takes the bowl of gruel and pushes it towards you. What does this congee make you think of? You can start to eat while we talk if you like. Okay, can we mix those? No, apparently not. Okay, so that's... So I have a new word. Still waiting for... That! New words? Okay, I'm getting new words, but I don't know what I'm supposed to blend to... Maybe if I blend kanji and food? Nope, I can't do that. Nope. Nope. None of this is helping. Okay, so... Kanji... Hungry. Those don't blend. No, we're still getting disgust. Okay, this... Yeah, when you're done, we're just gonna be trying... Yeah, I was trying to do that, so... Well, let's try kanji and hungry again. Okay, goes. Kanji. And where did hungry go? There it went. I'm trying to drag that to the mouth, but you won't let me, and I don't know why. Okay, that's how you delete one. None of this is helping me! There's no particular hints here. Yeah, all words are stored in your library. Okay, food. Hungry. Try that. Happy. Okay. Do those blend? Those do not blend. Those also do not blend. Okay. Okay, food. Nope. Hungry. None of this is helping me. Buh. Okay, so... no, wait. Resume. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, so that's not helping. Mental, life and death, prophetic, locations, body and health, food, indulgence, hungry, okay. Mental. Dream, happy, discuss, objects. Kanji. What does kanji make you think of? But I've said this already, and you are not allowing me to explain how I feel about the kanji. Why are you not letting me do this? I would absolutely love to be able to do this for you, Mom, but that's not helping. Yes, I know it makes me think of food, but this is not helping. I wonder. Nope. Family, Mom, think. Huh. Well, I'm figuring out a lot of words, but none of them are... Oh, I see. I was supposed to click the thing. You hesitate, looking down at the bowl and back at her. Although she claims there are no wrong answers, you know that this is not true. She's looking for a specific response. So, mental. Let's try disgust again. Nope. Okay, well, let's do all. Because, okay, kanji. Hungry. Nope. Try connecting ideas in your mind and see where those trains of thought lead you, okay? Tell me what you're thinking about. You. Despite every fiber of your being screaming at you not to, you bravely force a single spoon of piping hot kanji down your throat. Overwhelmed by the pungent taste of Mom's unconventional methodology of cooking, you spit it back out. Better to starve to death than endure another mouthful of this over-seasoned nightmare. Unsurprisingly, Mom looks away in shame and apologizes for the culinary travesty before you. I guess my cooking hasn't improved then. I'm sorry, Mom, I can't eat this. Well, you have to eat something. Can we order takeout? She cringes. The notion of spending money on greasy fast food when there is perfectly fine kanji at home seems to cause her physical anguish. You know what? I have some Burgess Burger coupons upstairs. I've been saving them for a special occasion. To be determined if she'll remember to actually do this. Huh, she's going to feed us, right? You yawn. The bowl of kanji certainly chased away your appetite. Now you'd prefer to find a nice den to crawl inside and sleep. Okay, the word den is disturbing me somewhat here. Yeah. Mom sets the bowl aside and lets out a long sigh. She stares at you intently, preparing for something. How much of the accident do you remember? You shake your head. Some things just come to you, but as far as you're concerned, everything that happened before you woke up in this basement feels like a dream. You were swimming. You hit your head. You're lucky I was able to rescue you. You clutch your head as a bolt of pain travels from the top of your cranium down your spine. Ow. Blood, rock, Likely story. A memory surges to you. You recall looking up at your mother's stony face. In her hand, she clutches a small, sharp knife designed to cut through flesh and organs. Ah? Your mother looks worried as she reaches out to console you. You recoil away from her. Maybe we should talk about this later. Tomorrow the real tests will begin. You pass those and you'll be free to leave the basement, and everything can return to normal. How am I supposed to pass if I can barely remember anything? I suppose it's only fair if you have a chance to ask me some questions in return. There's I'm sure that should be shuddering pain wrecking your brain. You're almost spent for the day. Choose your next words carefully. What do you want to know? Where's Dad? Where's... Your mother looks down at her hands. Dad's not here. What do you remember about him? You search your mind for anything you can recall about your father. The memory that returns isn't an event or a story, but a smell. He smells like fish. Your mom's stony face cracks into a smile, then she laughs. Yeah, he did. Your eyelids are growing heavy. You're running out of energy. James Pond? James Pond? Are you fucking kidding me? James Pond plus mom equals fear. Anything else you want to ask me about? I got hurt while swimming? You feel like you don't trust that explanation. Went swimming by yourself and hit your head on a rock. I told you not to go because the current was strong, but you didn't listen as usual. You were lucky I found you when I did. Really? Yeah. Her voice is tinged with regret. She's lying to you. Rock River Pain. Okay, so... let's see. Mom. Drown. Grief. You yawn and your mother takes notice. Nima, sweetie, don't you think it's time to go to bed? More pain. I just have one more question. I remember you hurt me. Mom flinches. You can tell you struck a nerve. She begins to tremble. Nima, honey, I know I'm not always present, but I would never. You have a second memory come to you. You are trapped in an abyss, eyes shut and disconnected from your brain. You can feel your mother holding your hand. No, play dumb. Sorry, Mom. I'm confused. Mom relaxes a little, although she doesn't let go of the barb you stung in her. Lately I've been prioritizing my work over you, and that's not fair. It'll be different now, I promise. That doesn't mean I've ever actively wanted to hurt you. But I can't deny that you've been hurt because I've not been there for you when you needed me. The conversation trails off. You're both unwilling to look at each other. The pain surging through your brain terminates with a sudden pull of the plug. Your eyes cut to blindness, and then you feel your body fall forward to be caught by the ropes fastening you to the chair. You flicker in and out of consciousness as rogue bolts of electricity wiggle your neurons. Mom hums a familiar song. A pair of tender arms bear the full weight of your malnourished and sickly form. Yeah, okay, if she just hasn't been present, why is my body like this? You were lowered onto a lumpy mattress, tucked in routinely and without indulgence. Whoever carried you here was hesitant to do so. Her acts of mothership seem little more than a performance. Despite that, you feel a gentle hand lovingly caress the side of your face, and once again, the world goes dark. Ugh, my head hurts. This is my room. I barely remember it. That can probably go for now. Ooh, that felt nice. Bug, life. Okay. I wish I could be the powerhouse of the cell. My old locker. I can't remember the password. I wonder. Let's take a guess. I guess Nima would be too obvious. Oh, it's worth a shot. Okay. My porpoise in life. Oh, God. Marine biologist. Is it July already? It feels like it's been a million years. Okay, I'm getting a lot of words. This human looks strange. Okay. Tomato Boy is the coolest. I've read all the comics. A penguin. I wonder if they're ever jealous of birds in the sky. I wonder. Okay, let's see. We have relationships. Nima? No. Tomato girl. Okay. He smelled like fish. He was a marine biologist. Okay, so let's see. Mom work. Paleontologist. Okay, we're getting places. Nature fossil. Nope. Huh. I mean, this is kind of neat, honestly. The only things we have left are... This is my special jar of wishes. Right now, I wish I could get out of here. I want to chew on these pencils. I wish I could shrink down just to see how my dolls are. A paleontologist. Save the whales. Huh. Though it is beautiful when a whale dies, they host an entire ecosystem. What else do we have? Dumb bass. Hey, that bass is trying its best. Milk, rice, coffee, tomatoes. Wonder if Mom had time to pick up groceries while I was gone. Doesn't seem like it. Help Mom file taxes? Mom was always so stressed about those. Guilt. How is guilt an object? Okay, so what are we supposed to be doing? Wait. I wonder. Yes, I know. I clear that for now. Wonder. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Okay, we click on the brain to get out. So now it's mostly, apparently, just playing with it. Should I knock for Mom? Not yet. No, not yet. I wonder what's out there. Relationship. Trapped inside the home. Okay. Burgess Shale. Who is that? Huh, okay. Burgess Shale. Mom? Paleontologist works somebody she knows from work. See, so James Bond, Burgess Shale. No, they don't have any connection to each other. I wonder. Nope. Right. We've already seen that. What's he so happy about? So happy with Dad. Pisses me off, okay. I was his child and I was her child. In this kingdom by the sea. One called Annabelle Lee. The child's drawing. It vaguely resembles a koi fish. James Pond. Well, yeah, I guess they are. Okay, so maybe nature? Fish. Fish pet. Okay. This book is about evolution. I wonder what we'll evolve into. Okay. Nima age paradox. Swim team. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty strong swimmer. No, well, that's not quite what I meant to do, but I've got too many words up here. Okay, trophy is a word that I have. Great, fine. Clear those for now. Fish are trapped in a fake world. Okay, we've got trapped. Thank you very much. She spent a long time working on this one. No one even read it. I wonder what we get if we put Nima and work together. School. Well, that's a new one. Zongwen 7. Even after all those years of studying, my Mandarin still sucks. Understanding Helen Tamerlane? They really are taking the names from Edgar Allan Poe, which granted I largely know because of The Fall of the House of Usher. Talking about Tales from the Uncool Kid, Benson Breyer. This book used to be so relatable, now I just think he's a loser. Email isolation. Mom, okay. Book, school, no. School, fossil science. Science book, yep, okay. I think that's about everything. Yeah, nope, that's definitely... 101 dinosaur jokes that'll have your friends roaring. JP. How do dinosaurs pay their bills? With Tyrannosaurus checks. Okay. Huh. Okay. than that. I was not talented at all. The bathroom is locked. But what if I need to... Okay. Was it always this lumpy? Okay, now I should knock for Mom, I think. I've run out of stuff to select anyway. I think. I just make absolutely sure I've got all the words from that. Oh, no, we're still on disgust for monkey. Okay. Dream. Dream. Grief. Grief, Nima. Dad. Okay. We've got that one. Yeah, I think I've got just about everything. Are you awake? Yes. You hear her undo a series of deadbolts, opening the door only a crack for it to be caught by the chain lock and held nearly closed. She studies you. She closes the door. You hear her undo the last chain and open the door again. You didn't clean yourself up. The bathroom door was locked. Her cold demeanor thaws for a moment. Shit. She pounds her head with the palm of her hand. She gestures for you to go sit at the table while she retreats into your room and unlocks the bathroom. Quick, lock her in. You hesitate, weighing the risk of trapping your mother in your prison. She returns quickly and efficiently. Your bathroom is unlocked. She doesn't take note of you, passing by to ascend the stairs in a staccato of thumps, and exits the basement. You fidget in your chair, wondering if you did something to upset her. She's not buying it. She returns trundling clumsily down the stairs. She holds the railing to keep herself steady. In her other hand, she carries a large tote bag bulging with concealed items. All right. She calms down a bit and smiles placidly at you. Good morning, Nima. Good morning. Don't forget to call her Mom. Did you sleep well, Mom? No. Disgusting. She's wearing the same clothes from yesterday. She looks disheveled. It's unclear if she slept at all. Are you feeling any pain? Yesterday our conversation ended rather abruptly. Your vitals are stable and you seem to have made a full recovery. Yes, I'm feeling well. Good. She flips up a notebook and makes note of that response. How was your sleep? Any interruptions or strange dreams? Lie to her. Nope. She flips her notebook closed and the fake smile turns into a real one. You're going to do better today, right? Today is going to be a little different from yesterday. With me I have some items. All you need to do is tell me how they make you feel. Can you do that for me? Yes. She places a plushie of a shark upon the table in front of you. For some reason, it evokes unfamiliar feelings within. Nostalgia, sorrow, and most intriguingly, love. Now, is there anything this reminds you of? He's so cute. Can I have him? It's already yours, Nima. Yay! Okay, so... Shark. Plush. So nowhere it's bottom to top. That's a great white shark, the apex predator of the deep. Did you know that they can have up to 300 teeth and reach 6 meters in length? I'm serious. Mom lets out a tired sigh. Yes, Nima, I know. Did you also know that as a species, some sharks have been dated to have existed 450 million years ago? Imagine being 450 million years old. Nerd. Honey, maybe it's better to focus on how it makes you feel? Oh, okay. I've already had that one, so yeah, that's the thing. That doesn't help. The effigy of the predator is cast in the guise of a pillow. Perhaps a wolf in sheep's clothing. Best stay on your guard. Yeah, that's the thing. I did the... Okay, so fine. We have... Shark blush. Happy. Nope. Okay. There we go. That's the toy Dad got for me at the aquarium. Can we go? Can we get tickets? Yes, let us out of the bowl. It's not really a good time for that right now. Aw, man, promise me we'll go sometime, okay? Just like how we used to when Dad was still around. Memories of your father's embrace fill your mind. He's no longer with you, but the plushie still connects the two of you together. Maybe after we're all done here. Does that sound good? Yeah, okay. Mom lets out a melancholic chuckle. It's funny, you used to bring this thing everywhere with you. I remember you never let me take it from you, even to wash it. Your father used to say it was starting to look more like a catfish than a shark. He even considered buying a second one to switch out so we could clean it when you weren't looking. Hey! He never did, don't worry. After he passed, you were even more inseparable. You wanted to hold on to anything that reminded you of him. You and Mom share a moment of nostalgic silence, reminiscing on the warmth of a face that fades more and more into memory every single day. Mom lovingly plants her hand on your cheek. I'm just glad I didn't lose both of you. Okay, Nima, let's move on to something else. She pulls out a chunk of rock with a strange formation entombed onto its surface. There is a prismatic glow to the rock, an opalized skeleton frozen in time and then cracked open like an egg. Mom hesitates, unsure if she should show you this thing. Still, she places it on the table and pushes it towards you. What does this remind you of? Okay. So that's... way back. Rumble in the basin and mud raining down from the sky. Then a sudden blanket of earth pulled across you from somewhere beyond your vision. You're pretty sure that's what it would be like to be buried alive. Nima, what does this remind you of? That's just a rock. It's not just a rock. It's an important rock. Why do you think it's important? No, that's still not helping, so... fuck it. This is one of the fossils that you study for work. You're reminded of all the time your mom spends in her office toiling away at descriptions and classifications for fossils like these. A job that takes up so much of her time yet pays so little. You're working with these fossils pretty much all the time. You wrote books about them. Do you remember this one's name? When you look at this fossil, the only thought that comes to your head is that it looks like the silhouette of a shadowed man. There's something about it that calls to you, as if the shape of the stone is in the perfect shape to fit you. You have a desire to crawl inside the stone and become entombed within it. No? Marilla splendens. That's alright, it's not important right now. You sigh. She constantly tested you on this useless shit. That small spark of anger unlocks a treasure trove of hidden resentment you held for your mother and her work. How much she offloaded onto you in order to prioritize her research. Kind of a waste of time. What was that? You spent the whole summer down here obsessing over things that had been dead for millions of years. You touched a nerve with that. She reacts by balling her fists. A steel veil crosses over her eyes. You spoiled brat. You can play and do nothing all summer. Maybe to you this looks like I'm wasting my time, but all this work I've done so we can fix our family. You shouldn't have said that. Why not? It's the truth. Play? You didn't let me go outside. I felt like I was in prison. You had to learn your lesson. What lesson? You really shouldn't have said that. I don't think we should continue talking about this. I want to focus on happy memories today. You are my good and happy daughter, Nima. She speaks as if she's reminding herself who you are, but the tone is clearly suggesting that you've begun to wander off the script she set for you. What lesson, Mom? Don't get all righteous with me, as if it's my fault that we ended up like this. You're the one who betrayed my trust. You're the one who put this entire experiment in jeopardy. I was ready to forgive you, for us to go back to the way things were, but it seems you're too spiteful to move on. You're not Nima. Nima would never act like this. Nima would never question me like this. That's it. It's time for bed. Your mother grits her teeth to hold herself back from speaking further. Gruffly, she picks you up by your arms and hauls you back to your room. She deposits you across the threshold of that door and then quickly closes the door behind you. You hear her voice muttering something about controlled stimulus as she stomps away from the door and begins ascending the stairs out of the basement. You messed up, pushed her buttons too much. She doesn't love you anymore. You banish the errant thought from your mind. After the interrogation today, you want for nothing else but the comfort of the bed. You find yourself awake in bed. There are heavy weights on your arms. You try to wiggle, and your arms push against a series of tight ropes that bind you still. I told you, she doesn't like failure. Your mother enters the room wiping a small steel pick with an antiseptic tissue. I'm a little concerned about this. You're awake? I didn't use enough anesthesia. You try to scream, but you discover your mouth is gagged. That's fine, you won't need it. She leans over you, placing her knee on your stomach to pin you and gripping your face with a clawed hand. The pick inches closer to your eye. Don't blame yourself. It's my fault, really. Something must have went wrong with the procedure for you to come out like this. She begins to caress your cheek. Her hands are trembling ever so slightly. But that's okay. There's always next time. You feel the blade scrape past your socket and push out into the nerves of your brain. Your life terminates with a pop as she severs your brain in half. Suddenly it's dark. Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene, and we're back on the loop! You spend an eternity in this darkness, until a familiar voice. Nima? Is that you? And there we have it! Yeah, so you mess up. As you mess up, you just keep looping, I guess? Until you learn what to say and what not to. Okay, that's... I have to have this game. I need to own it. It needs to be out now, please. This is entirely my jam, and I want it! But of course, it's not out yet. I believe it's in coming soon stage at the moment, which sucks because even if I had a number, I could just happily wait for the number, or not so happily, very impatiently wait for the date. But I don't have one, so I just have to kind of try to push it to one side and hope that I forget about it until it's time. That whole thing that Steam's doing with the calendar search option, whatever, is actually kind of helpful for that, because it does let you know when stuff on your wish list is coming, which has helped me sort out my wish list quite a lot, because I sort through it. Obsessively is the wrong word, but continually, certainly, just to make sure everything that didn't have a date when I put it on now has one, or doesn't, whichever. I try to keep things organized. Most often I fail, but you just keep working against the chaos. That's what you do. In any case, that was Am I Nima, and Spooky Week is officially kicked off. Today's are going to be a little more spaced out than the ones through the rest of the week, mostly because I had to run errands today and thus needed more breather space. So in about an hour, I'll be kicking off Night in Delirium by Grupo Tenza, which seems to be a kind of a detective sim. And then after another break will be We Harvest Shadows by David Well, a survival horror farming sim of all things. And then a couple hours after that, well, it's still Friday and we're still on the game in full, so we'll be poking at another couple of chapters of By Sweet Carol before I'm off the proverbial clock for the night and free to do whatever, which will probably involve picking up Expedition 33 again, maybe, unless I decide to restart it entirely because some people actually want to see me flail at the thing. I'm not really sure why. I'm sure it must entertain somebody to listen to me swear at the fact that my buttons aren't pushing like they should be pushing. Do you know that I actually bought a new keyboard for this? Because I abuse my keyboards so much. You have no idea. Anyway, the write ups for these will take their proper place on my Ko-fi page with the others as I have time. You know the drill. Coffee's lovely, but it's all free to access. I just want to show off demos. And if you're watching this on VOD, they might already be up, so I hope you enjoy. Either way, see you soon with Night in Delirium.